Hello, if you're new here, I'm Ryan. Today is going to be all about planning and goal setting. So we're going to recap the month of July, look ahead to August, and then we'll talk a little bit about YouTube, goals, growth, and books that I read last month in July and ones that I would recommend reading and checking out yourself. Just as a reminder, I am a full-time PA, so I work Monday through Friday. Of course, I have career goals. Those are separate. I keep those personal, private, etc. I wanted to create this channel to share how I juggle being a busy full-time working mom and incorporating health, wellness, fitness, nutrition into my life. It's a bit crazy at times. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the planning video. It's a lot of fun reflecting back, looking ahead. Yeah, let's get started. Actually, before we get started, today is Sunday, July 28th. Scott and Sully actually ended up going to a Brewer game today. I did not go along. I'm just not a huge sports person. So I stayed home, and I have to tell you, I love the quiet, chill, calm day. I typically don't get the house to myself like this, and it has been amazing just to do whatever I want today. So yeah, we're doing some YouTube video filming. My little puppy and I are hanging out today, and I might even get out some clay and do a little bit of artwork. I haven't done any artsy stuff in a few months. So first, let's talk a little bit about July and July goals. So remember, I put all of my goals and everything planning related into paper products. I have nothing digital in my personal life because I'm old school and I like just writing down and keeping track of things. So first up on July, I had to figure out the PTO for the rest of my summer and figure out days off, plans, things like that. Because last summer, if you watched the prior video, the last summer, 2023, really got away from me. I worked a ton. I didn't plan. I regretted not doing some activities outside. Yeah, I did figure that out. I got a few days planned, picked, and earmarked for fun things with my son to do. The next thing was I had surgery. It was 6 days ago. Recovery's gone really well, much better than expected. It was a gynecologic surgery without going into too much detail. It didn't go as planned though, so I don't know. I don't know. So it's fine. I'm recovering great though, so I feel really well. I'm just still on exercise restrictions, so that's why we're finding other things to do today, like art stuff, because I can't exercise for a bit longer, which I miss, and I wish I could exercise, but I can't. I felt really bloated because it was a laparoscopic abdominal surgery, so I was really bloated the first few days, but really pain has been very minimal. I feel good. So yeah, I still have to meet with my surgeon, talk further. So I'm glad it's over with. I'm feeling good, feeling back to my normal self. So glad that's behind me. The next thing on my to-do list for July was hosting the baby shower for a friend. We did do that. We hosted it here. It turned out beautiful, much better than I expected. It was just really like a friend's gathering. She's having a little girl, so everything was pink, and we did a little bit Star Wars themed stuff. It was fantastic. It was great. I'm super blessed to have all the friends in my life that we have. The next thing was having one day night with my husband, because we don't set a lot of time aside for just the two of us with our only child. I don't think we actually did this in July. We did not have a date night. Maybe you could count. We rented a movie on the night. Yeah, the night of my surgery. We rented a movie and laid in bed together and watched Civil War. That's gonna count for our date night for July. And then the last goal that I had was one video on YouTube per week. That's always been my goal. So yeah, July, nearly all of those goals accomplished. So let's talk a little bit about August. We live in Wisconsin, so this is the last summer month. I think for August, I'm not going to set many goals in my personal life. The majority of my goals are going to be work, of course, and then just enjoying the nice weather as much as I can outside and doing things with my son before he goes back to school. He'll be in 3rd grade this year. I haven't made it to the beach yet with him, so I'm gonna for sure do a beach day. I wanna do one more day or evening at the pool with him, and then we also have a trip planned to Chicago for a few nights. Kind of just gonna enjoy August, I think, and not really put any pressure on myself to accomplish anything other than enjoying the weather and my work and just working out, you know, the typical usual stuff that I do every week. And then in August too is my 40th birthday. We're just gonna celebrate a little bit with family, but on my actual birthday, I think we're having some friends over just for a low-key hangout thing. So looking forward to celebrate my 40th birthday. Kind of, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting really old. I've been trying to say like I'm 40 in preparation of turning 40 so that it's not as big of a shock, but it's not working. I think I'm struggling a little bit turning 40 right now, soon. We'll talk about that more in a future video. And then for August, I'm gonna carry over one date night with my husband and then YouTube for videos. I'm gonna write down one goal that I want to get done in August though. I'm planning a trip to Thailand. We're going in early 2025, which I'm super excited for. I've booked a lot of it, but I want to print off everything that I've booked. Making a folder of paper copies of confirmations and like everything that we have going on. I have a digital version, but I want it also like printed in a nice folder. That way it's easier to like look at what we have planned, what everything is, rather than it all being digital. And then I also have to send 2 emails with our trip. I have to email the elephant sanctuary some information before we go. That is booked, but I just have to send them an email. And then I also have to email one of the hotels. With one of the hotels, the one in Chiang Mai, we get a massage. A massage is included. I think every 3 days we get 2 free massages while we're there. So they emailed asking like what time we want them and who is going to be the person, which is really hard to plan because I don't know what our day is gonna look like, but I want to figure that out because they kindly reached out to us. So I need to email them back. And then Thailand trip planning is going really well, actually. We nearly have everything booked now. We're flying into Bangkok and then Bangkok to Krabi and then Krabi to Chiang Mai. I had booked 2 out of 3 hotels. I just booked a few days ago. Finally, I picked our Krabi hotel. I was waiting on, I was like not sure about it because it was more money than I wanted to spend. Ugh. But I did. I did go with the nicer hotel. Ugh. So, and we're spending the most nights in Krabi, so that I don't want to see our credit card bill next month, but we'll worry about that later. But yeah, so nearly everything is booked for Thailand. Still have other things to do. So I'll be talking about that, other things that I need to get checked off for Thailand and like things to do, but I have a list. We'll keep chipping away at it in these planning videos month by month to keep us on track. Let's talk a little bit about books. I love reading. I read a lot. So I got 4 finished in July. Yeah, so I will share the 2 that I really liked and recommend. So Ruth Ware, The It Girl. I've read a lot of her other books and she's very good. This was a fantastic book. I really recommend this one. All of her books have been really good. And then I read this one, The 5-Star Weekend. This was actually really good too. I really like this one. Kind of fun summer read. Bunch of ladies getting together for a weekend retreat thing. The other 2 that I read, wasn't super thrilled. Wayward. I thought this was gonna be a fantastic book. This was one of the Book of the Month year finalists pick. I really had really high hopes for this book and it was okay. It was okay. We'll give it that. Lisa Joel, The Family Remains. So I love her books. She's a very good author too. I usually love her books. Now, I think it was the prequel to this book was called The Family Upstairs, which I read a long time ago, so I barely remember it. And this book is kind of like the next book to that, but they had said that you don't need to read them like one after the other, that this one can be read as a standalone book. I did not agree. I feel like I was a little lost in the story. I don't know. I was a little disappointed. This was not my favorite book from her. So of her other books, much better. This one I really wouldn't recommend unless you read The Family Upstairs and then this one right afterwards. And then lastly for this video, let's talk a little bit about YouTube. So I keep that all in this little notebook. I love this notebook. It is so cute. I love plans. I think I forgot to do this last month. I tried to recap where I'm at in YouTube and kind of see the growth and progress over time. I will tell you, yesterday I hit 150 subscribers. Thank you so much. I was so happy to see that 149 go to 150. I count one by one. So happy when people subscribe. I like to write down where we're at on YouTube, and I have to go to the YouTube Studio app. So I have 150 subscribers, and then watch time for the last 28 days was 68 hours. June 1st, it was 56.4. So I've grown a bit on lunchtime hours, which is great to see. And then total views, I think I'm at like 18,000. Yeah, 18,533 views. Grew by like 4,000 views over the last 2 months. I like keeping track of that because I feel like week by week or day by day, it just gets a little discouraging, like losing subscribers or if a video doesn't do as well as I had thought or wanted. So this way it's just nice to see that like it is growing slowly with time. And I just keep reminding myself, if one person can benefit from a video, that's a success. Really, I enjoy doing it, but if I'm helping one person, then that's all that matters really. So I'll keep doing it because I really enjoy making the videos and putting them out there and getting to know people. So let me know, what are your highlights or things that happened in July? What are your goals, things you want to get done in August? I would love to hear from you. Comment below. That's going to be all for this video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.